G'day guys, welcome back to another episode. You're watching Flash Like Crazy. Today I'm reviewing the laser cannon. This thing is, it is out there. It is out there, but it's a bit of a beast. Let's check it out. All right, here is the box. It's quite tall, the box. And inside the box is that, and that's all you get. Nope, just kidding. But it's nice to see that you have a really nice bit of foam to hold the light sturdy. What you will get in the box is a lanyard with a nice strong stopper, some decent material, not too bad of a lanyard. That lanyard is going to be able to be slotted at the tail there in those holes. So that's nice that it's got two very large holes. It could even fit some bloody paracord down there or something. Now we have a USB-C to USB-A charging cable that charges here, this large battery. So this battery is a 3.7 volt, 6,000 milliamp hour. I don't know the name of this battery. Perhaps it's a custom battery. It just says MC32-60T, high performance lithium ion battery. So this thing is an absolute beast of a battery. You will get two O-rings. Those O-rings will be able to be used here. So this O-ring here, which protects the water resistance, that is where you will be able to use that. Now look at this, you get a red diffuser. That is pretty friggin' awesome, man. So that looks like it's just going to be able to clip into there somehow, and then boom, you've got yourself a red diffuser and you've got your user manual. So this is the user manual. It's just going to give you your specifications, functions, candela, distance, IPX8, that's good. 1.5 meter drop resistance, that's good. Okay, so installing the battery, all I'm going to do is pop the positive towards the head and then close the tail cap over the top. Now, first impressions, let's talk, because this thing has a color scheme that is really cool. It looks like it's changing colors. It's very much out there, but the colors that I'm seeing mainly are your pinks, blues, and greens. And just all different variations of them. It is a very clever color scheme. Now, this thing can tail stand because it has a flat tail, or not a flat, but like an opening, as you see there. It does have two openings for a lanyard, as I showed you. It has a silver kind of strike bezel look. Now, if I just turn it on and put it down there, you can see that you have left it on. So I'll just turn that back off. But apart from that, this is a very simple design in that it has a side switch and that is all. There's no opening to charge. There's no other twisty bits. It's just the tail cap. Let me just test that actually. Yeah. So it's just the tail cap that can actually open. I don't believe you can separate the neck or the body or anything like that. And if we just look down there, that is what is pushing out the light down there. So this smooth reflector is so deep that you get this enormously gorgeous spill. Look at that in terms of spill, man. That is some of the most glorious looking spill, like so clean, you know? And then if I just single click, it goes up and up, single click to strobe, single click to SOS, and then single click back to low. Really nice UI as well, which we'll cover anyway. I basically just did, but we'll cover it more. Now, as I showed you before, this light is quite robust because it does pass the IPX8 water test and the 1.5 meter drop test, which is not too bad. In terms of weight, the laser cannon comes in at error. So that is over 300 grams with the battery. The dimensions from the end of the top bit of the bezel to the end of the tail, we're looking at about 18.2-ish centimeters. The width of the face comes in at roughly 6 centimeters, and the width of the body comes in at 38.14 millimeters. So in the hand, it's quite comfortable because your four fingers surround the body very easily. The back body bit really falls into the palm nicely. Your thumb fits on the side switch ever so comfortably. and you have full control of this light. So it is comfortable in the hand. That is a fact. Now, the way you operate this is from off, you press and hold, and it does take a bit to come on, but it does come on, obviously. And it comes on in your low mode, which is 10% of the 100% output. Then if you single click, it goes up to 25% of the output. And then if you single click again, it goes to 100% of the output. It doesn't give you a lumen output, interesting. It just gives you that this is 100%. Now, if I single click again, it goes into strobe, and then single click one more time, it goes into SOS. So really nice that this has got an SOS mode, because you can take this camping and, you know, rest assured that this thing is going to reach a far, far way with the amount of candela and the deep reflector that it's got. Single click, cycles back to low, and it's just going to keep cycling. Long press, press and hold, turns it off. Now on the max output, this has 750,000 candela. So that is a whopping amount of distance that this thing's going to go. It actually says it reaches 1,732 meters. I don't know if it would go that far in terms of usable light, but definitely this is going to go as far as your eye can basically make out objects, you know. So it's definitely a useful light for that. Now, I'm not sure if this thing will get hot, but I would like to test it out. Before I do though, I just want to mention the side switch. So the side switch is it looks to be a stainless steel side switch, but it is quite responsive. So obviously you press and hold to turn it on, but then it's very responsive. See how quickly it's changing? So I like that. It's not like you press and wait at all. There's no lag time whatsoever. You press and hold this thing. You single click this thing and it does what it's meant to do. So that's a very, very good sign that it's a well-built mechanical switch. Now, let's get it on turbo, and I'll just feel, because look, it's a very large head, and I don't know how many lumens are coming out there, but 750,000 candela is a very, very focused amount of light. And so I would assume, if I had to guess, that this light would get hot. Just because of the amount of sheer candela that's being or the sheer light that's being focused into that. You know, that makes me think that because the light is being focused so much, that it will generate a fair bit of heat. Now, the only place that is getting even slightly warm is around the neck here, and that is because that is where the emitter is actually. So that's the source of the heat. So it makes sense that it's getting warm around here. But barely anything, man. I mean, if you see here, I'm not even going to bother with a heat test, I don't think. I'll leave it on actually while I talk. But if you see here, we've got heat sink areas all the way on the neck, heat sink areas all over the head, these large opening areas here, which could act as heat sink as well. Probably not as effective as these two. But my point is that this thing has heat sinking abilities all over the head and neck. So it's no surprise that this light is not heating up very much. And again, we've got some heat, just warm heat around the neck, but nothing that is going to worry you, you know, absolutely nothing. It feels fine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off because that is just not getting anywhere near hot enough for me to even think about picking up the thermometer to test it out. Now, let's just go into the beam profile for a second. And what I'll do is I'll turn it off on high and then turn it back on just to show you that there is no memory mode. I'll turn it off on strobe and then back on, and it'll come back on in low. We'll do the same with SOS. So turn it off, turn it back on, and then medium, which I missed as well, turn it off and back on. So this doesn't have memory mode, so it's always going to come on in your low mode. Now, is that a good or a bad thing? Well, I like that because I know exactly what it's going to come on in every time. I know that once I turn it on, I'm 2 clicks away from turbo, 3 clicks from strobe, 4 clicks from SOS. So that doesn't bother me that there's no memory. It's actually a preference of mine. And now if we just try and install this, one thing I have noticed about this though is that it doesn't seem to really fit flush. I don't know if there's a secret to how you get it on, but let's see how that looks. Oh, wow, look at that. That is a bloody laser beam, isn't it? That's cool, man. That's so cool. So, you know, this could even be used for hunting and things like that if you wanted to, if you wanted to, you know, break this bad boy out. I wonder how the boys would feel if you broke this out on the hunting trip. But yeah, look, that definitely is a cool, you know, red dot sight type of light. I think that's a nice additive that they've chucked in the old red diffuser. Why not, is what I say. Why not? All right, well, let's go check out what it looks like at night, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts and prices and where to buy. I'm just going to link this to whatever link the Laser Cannon people gave me when they sent this to me, because they did send this to me for review. So I appreciate the opportunity to review one of their lights. All right, see you in a sec. All right, out here with the Laser Cannon, and look at the beam. It is pretty laser-like, isn't it? That's on the lowest output, and it's getting the back fence there, no dramas, right up at the top. Wow, getting the top tower, no dramas as well. Now, that's the next one up. Would you believe it's bloody 10 o'clock at night and this friggin', it's still semi-light? It's amazing. But this thing is pretty impressive, to be honest. Check the beam out. This is on medium, so it's going to get higher again. There we go, that's the highest. Look at that. So it is an emitter, like it is an LED, but just the concentration, pretty impressive. So that back fence there is 100 meters from where I'm standing, because I'm standing back at where I've measured it. So 100 meters, really just getting it with ease. The spill is pretty bloody gorgeous. Definitely not designed for close-ups, although you can see things that are close around you, but the hotspot is, wow, it's just very bright. So it's not bad, you know, this light's not bad. Yeah, if I click again, it goes into strobe, and click again, you've got SOS. And that's gonna reach a long way, SOS, you know. Wow. Click again, back to low, medium, high. Wow, cool. All right, the Laser Cannon. In fact, let's check out that tree over there. Yeah, I mean, this thing's got some proper distance on it. It really does have some proper distance on it. All right, that's it. See ya. Alrighty, so I am going to link this in the description with where to buy it, and I believe Laser Cannon are going to give me a discount as well. Look, overall thoughts, it definitely performs well, okay? So if you want something that is going to give you a really specific focused beam with very clean spill, then this is a cool light. The color scheme is not going to be for everybody, but I do believe they offer these in black as well. So that's the black one's probably going to be a bit more user-friendly for a lot of people. Although I personally don't mind this color scheme. I haven't seen anything like it, so it's very out there for me, and I don't mind it. So, this would probably suit me wearing one of those hats in the background or whatever. So this is the kind of light that, is going to be useful in certain circumstances. It's not the light you want, definitely not for like EDC or anything like that, but it's not the light that you're going to want to pocket. It's more of a bag light. It's more of a pick it up when you want to have a light in your hand. This isn't a light that you're going to put on a belt or a pocket or anything like that. So look, I'm interested to see if Laser Cannon comes out with any more products. This thing definitely, as I said, it definitely performs the way it should. I've never heard of Laser Cannon before, so I'm assuming they're new on the block in terms of flashlights. So as a starting light for these guys, it's not too bad. I've seen a whole lot worse. It's comfortable in the hand, it performs very well, and due to the battery, I'm guessing it's going to have good runtime. One thing they could do is give you more information on the user manual. I think that the lack of information on the user manual is going to have a lot of people skeptical. So my advice to Laser Cannon would be, give as much information as you can in the user manual. Lumen outputs, run times, all that sort of stuff. What type of emitter is used? That type of stuff I think is really important for consumers. So that would be my suggestion. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.